Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Have we figured out how to explain deja vu? How do chameleons do that thing they do? Do you really need to wash your blue jeans? Yeah, you do, but how often? Hey, my name's Mike Simpson. I've got a podcast about curiosities. It's called I've Got Questions. We go through my list of random stuff and yours. Please participate. Send me your questions. I'll find someone to answer them. We've talked about our true crime obsession, how grocery stores are tricking us, super secret flight attendant stuff. I've Got Questions. New episodes Thursdays on Odyssey or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle, celebrating our 50th anniversary, and you can celebrate along with us by looking like 50th anniversary stylers, man. Because we got the swag.
Look at Danny, head to toe, or head to pelvis.
Yeah.
If we sold pants, I'd be wearing those.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the 50th anniversary knit cap on, the knit beanie. And also he's got the short sleeve tee.
Yep, celebrating 50 years. Rock. So comfortable, so gold. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, we got light zip hoodies, we got trucker caps, man. You can celebrate KISW's 50th in style. Limited edition, so get this while it lasts. You want to buy some 50th anniversary gear, go to KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah! So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to be Migs, and it's Tuesday, so let's turn down for tequila.
Charge out for what?
Yeah, have a shot, or two. Yeah, it's that Tuesday. Works. You can 2 for Tuesday. I like you're thinking there. Let's get to our contestant. We got Willie in Bellingham. Willie, are you there?
I am here. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, Steve, get out of here. Okay, goodbye. For those playing at home, Willie will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Willie, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What name is given to the speed at which airplanes produce a sonic boom?
Pass for now.
What was the first soft drink to be taken into space?
Coca-Cola, Pepsi, RT.
Coca-Cola, yes. What is the smallest breed of dog?
Chihuahua?
Yes. What team has the longest winning streak in NBA history?
Los Angeles Lakers.
Yes, the Lakers. Comedy Central was launched in what early 90s year?
91, 92, 93.
91, yes. Which part of the body is dermatology concerned with?
Skin?
Yes. In the 90s, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo portrayed which video game pair?
Mario and Luigi.
Yes. Which sense is most closely linked to memory?
Smell.
Yes. Who played Dracula in the 1931 vampire horror film Dracula?
Bela Lugosi.
Yes. Which country are pandas from?
South America, China?
You said South America first, so no, can't give it to you. But Willie, you got it.
3 guesses?
Yeah, but not at the end. The sounder went off. You only get that one guess. But you still got 8 correct. Very good score there. Hopefully that's not the difference maker, though. It could very well be. And then Steve would be the heartbreaker of Beat Migs. Yeah. You ready? Ah, yes. What name is given to the speed at which airplanes produce a sonic boom?
Mach?
No.
Mach speed.
No.
Mach light.
No.
Light speed.
No.
Mach-a-doo. Macarena.
What was the first soft drink to be taken into space?
Oh, Mountain Dew?
No.
Pepsi?
No.
Diet Coke.
No. What is the smallest breed of dog?
A Chihuahua.
Yes. What team has the longest winning streak in NBA history?
Winning streak. The Lakers.
Yes. Comedy Central was launched in what early 90s year?
1992.
No.
91.
Yes. Which part of the body is dermatology concerned with?
Skin.
Yes. In the 90s, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo portrayed which video game pair?
Mario and Luigi.
Yes. What sense is most closely linked to memory?
Smell.
Yes. Who played Bela Lugosi in the 1931 vampire... Oh, wait. Who played Dracula in the 1931 vampire horror film Dracula?
Bela Lugosi?
Yes. Yay! What? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You lose 8-7. Thank goodness you screwed up earlier.
What was the next question? I'm just curious.
What country are pandas from?
China.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Oh. Thank you, Red.
Good win.
This is my first win. This is my first win. Thanks very much, you guys. Good day.
Congratulations, Willie. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
right on, Willie. Well, at least he did very well. And, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'm doing.
awesome.
I'm doing very well too.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
I even gave you one on that one.
Yeah, you did.
Like, I realized halfway through it, I was like, oh, wait.
And I would have not guessed that.
I know. That was the thing I was thinking as I was saying. Is like, Steve's never going to get this one. He's going to lose, and I'm saying the answer as I'm thinking that.
I feel bad about this because I feel like you may have actually got a tie, but we'll see. It depends on how Rev asked this question again, or maybe I'm completely wrong.
Okay, so
the sound, the traveling faster than sound question. What is that again?
what name is given to the speed at which airplanes produce a sonic boom?
What name is given to the speed?
Yes.
Sonic boom?
No. You were really close when you said Mach, but I needed the Mach 1.
Mach 1.
Mach 1 is the one where it produces the sonic boom because there's different levels of Mach.
Mach 5 gives you a really clean shave.
Thanks, Gillette. Yes.
Yeah, well, boy, that's a tough one because you don't get to Mach speed until you actually break the sound barrier. Is that correct? So that's what they call speed. When you break the sound barrier, they call it Mach speed. And then you just go faster and faster. So I don't know if he got that wrong, to be honest with you. Because you can't, I mean, that's what they call that speed, Mach. Just like, fathoms.
What was the question again?
What name is given to the speed at which airplanes produce a sonic boom?
I mean, looking for I don't know.
Yeah, it could go either way. I see what you're saying, Rev. I just feel like it's kind of ambiguous. But, you know what? I got the song, so I'm going to say Steve was wrong.
And then also, I'm really happy that you also missed the next question because the first soft drink to be taken into space.
Tang?
No. So, all you would have had to say was Coke.
Oh, yeah. Soft drink.
Yeah. You didn't.
Tang is not a soft drink.
You said Mountain Dew, you said Pepsi, and then you said Diet Coke.
And you know what? When I said Diet Coke, I even in my brain said, you're effing yourself. And I still said it.
Yeah.
That's the struggle I have with my brain. My brain tells me what to do, but then Steve says, screw your brain, do what I want.
I'm going to do what I want.
Yeah.
Astronauts have, they have to stay in good shape. So, of course, they would go with the Diet Coke to, keep the calories off.
Well, I think Diet Coke is a way tastier drink, personally.
I can't argue with that.
You know what? I can't really either. I'll go with a nice Coke Zero every once in a while. Yeah. But yeah, regular Coke, it's too sugary for me.
Yeah.
And it came literally from the years of chugging Mountain Dew. So yeah. Well, congratulations on your loss, but I mean, everyone kind of screwed up there.
Woo! Good job, everybody.
I mean, it really falls in line with what we do every day.
Yeah.
Everything screws up.
Well, you know what? If you're a website putting out celebrity facts, you know what? You get to screw up too. I guess there's a whole website out there going, here's wild celebrity facts that are true, but actually some of them aren't true.
Okay.
And what they did, at least, is they set it up as a game to see whether you could identify the ones that were correct from the ones that were wrong. So it's like, all right, well, I like that. Mm-hmm. So here we go. We'll find out true or false. Whoopi Goldberg's real name is actually Karen Johnson. But she passed gas so often that people kept saying she was like a whoopee cushion, so she changed her name.
No way.
I want that to be true so bad.
But I feel like it's fake.
I know this one because I remember hearing the story and thinking this is completely ridiculous, but it actually turned out it was true, right?
It is true.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is like crazy to think that you would nickname your girl Whoopi.
Yeah, well, I mean, the fact that she went with it too, because I mean, she basically farted so much. Which, again, as you get to be, as you get going in life like Whoopi has and has had an amazing career, and now she's, a talk show host, and you're like, this is the origin of Whoopi. And now every time I hear it, this is what I think. I didn't know that till today.
Here's my question is, when, though, did she earn this nickname? Because it's like right now, Tatum rips ass all the time, and it's hilarious. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like you got a good couple of years as a kid to do that. But when you hit like a certain age, like, I don't know, like 7, 8, maybe? I have no idea.
I feel like when you're in your teens, when you finally get like, double digits, it's like enough to be able to go privately or know when to use the bathroom.
It would make my life if she actually got that nickname in her teen years. Because that means she didn't give an F and she was just ripping ass still.
Yeah, it's very possible that's when she got it. Yeah. It doesn't say exactly when, but I would bet teen years. Because those are the years when you get nicknames from people where they go, you know what? Hey, Whoopi.
People get nicknames when they were a little kid and they stick with them. We've had topics on our show where people have been like, yeah, I've had this nickname forever. Like, I wonder if Tater Tot will stick with her.
Like my brother in our family, he's still called Gordo, even though he's skinny as hell. Because when he was a baby, he was this chubby little baby. So they would always call him basically chubby. Even though he's a skinny, athletic dude now, he's still Gordo.
That's a great nickname for your package, too.
Really?
Gordo. Would you like to meet Gordo?
No, pass. Thank you.
Okay, well, there we go.
All right, fine. You guys name him whatever you want to name him.
Yeah, well, I wasn't even thinking about naming my package, but, Gordo showed up. All right. Betty White. How about, I love this. This is either a fact or not. Betty White is older than sliced bread.
I'm
True
guessing.
Or false?
Oh, what do you think?
I think it's true because I think I've read this somewhere. But I could have been a meme and it could have been wrong.
Yeah, she's really old. I'm going to say true.
I feel like sliced bread's been around longer than Betty White.
Yeah. Betty White's super old, man.
Yeah,
the first pre-sliced loaf of bread was sold in 1928. Betty White was born in 1922.
Oh,
whoa, she was 6. So she's old enough to remember sliced bread.
Yeah, like that was a big thing in her life and her family's life. Because, I mean, that was a phrase for the longest time. Is like, that's better than sliced bread because people used to have to slice their own bread. The idea that you'd have slices that you could immediately put into sandwiches was probably a massive time saver. It was like this is amazing.
I couldn't even imagine life without that ability. I mean, just trying to cut bread in general is like when it's all mushy. That'd be a pain in my ass.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. Thanks, Betty White.
So Guy Fieri, his real name is actually Guy Ferry, and he's first cousins with Prince William and Harry.
No.
Why would you change your name from like something easy as Ferry to Fieri? How is he's like it has like the accent on it?
Because it doesn't have the flavor for Flavortown.
Yeah, but also he changed it to Fieri but spells it Fieri and tells us that it's pronounced Fieri.
Yeah.
So you change your name and then
in some language is Fiere the way he spells it's pronounced Fieri. I always just thought it was some sort of an ethnic name that we're pronouncing wrong as Americans until he corrected us.
Probably,
yeah.
But I mean, if you're just doing a make 'em up, why don't you just pronounce it how it's spelled?
Right.
That would make sense.
Like when my grandfather came over to America, he changed the pronunciation of my last name because the G's is silent in Italy, but he decided to make it a hard G so that he seemed more American.
Yeah. And a lot of people did that. Yeah. It is funny. And everyone calls him Guy Fieri. I mean, even, to this day, people call him, I think when John Krasinski had him on his show, I think he called him Guy Fieri. And nobody knows how to say his name, but it really is Guy Ferry. That's true. What's false is that, you know what? He's not first cousins with William and Harry. So I hate true or false is where part of it's true. I feel like it's, that I hate that.
They could have stuck with the ferry part, and that would have been confusing enough as it is.
Apparently, the reason why he did change it is because he wanted to pay homage to his paternal grandfather, who was Giuseppe Fieri, who changed his last name to kind of make it more American sounding, like a lot of immigrants did when they came to the United States.
And so then it's Italian, so it's Fieri.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Fieri. You know, when you roll, and that's why it's Fieri, because, you know, like in Spanish, you roll those R's. You kind of do that with the you know, Fieri. How you doing? That kind of thing. No? Okay.
Hey, Fieri.
All right, this last one I got to throw out there. Our boy Walter White, Bryan Cranston, was the lead suspect in a giant murder investigation. True or false?
Well, I mean, you know, Heisenberg did some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to go true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than just method acting there, I think.
You're right. He probably tapped into some real life S.
That's what I'm thinking.
It is true. Someone killed the chef at a restaurant where he worked, and for a brief time, Bryan Cranston was a suspect.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. He was cleared, though, but he was a suspect. Yeah.
Dude, that would be so... Imagine coming to work and there's like FBI people here waiting for us. And they're just like, hey, we need to talk. One of your coworkers was killed and you're a suspect.
Yeah,
that would,
you're a person of interest, buddy.
Yeah, dude, that would be like even though I know I didn't, like a lot of times, even though I know I didn't do anything and the cops behind me on the freeway, I'm like, oh, I hope I hit all the drugs. And I'm like, I don't even have drugs. Like, what is going on?
Or when you're in the grocery store.
Yeah.
When you're at the store passing the little sensors, like, oh my God, I hope I'm okay.
Right.
I stole all this stuff. No, I didn't.
Right. My mind plays tricks on me. Like, I'm worried that I'll like screw up the conversation or the interview or the interrogation. And then next thing you know, I'm the guy that's being tapped for being a murderer.
Yeah, because, I mean, you talk to yourself sometimes when you try to get psyched up and you're nervous, so I hope I hit all the murder weapons. What? Oh, what would you say,
Right.
officer?
I hope there's no blood on my socks. Why would there be?
It is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you get to pick the topic and you get to guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got your calls. We got your texts. We'll do that at 9:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. And when we throw you on the air, remember to follow Steve's rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. It's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Somebody just wanted to know, have you guys tried the new key lime pie Kit Kat yet from Bill? I didn't even know. I think we've talked about it, but I didn't even know it was out there.
I can't remember if I have or not. I know I've been told about it. But I don't know if I've tried it. Don't know if I've gotten one in my possession.
It can't be that good if we can't remember if we tried it.
Right?
Yeah. Well, or we haven't tried it.
Definitely haven't tried it.
Yeah.
I want to try it now.
Father's Day is coming. That'd be a nice little treat.
Get a Ring doorbell and a key lime pie Kit Kat bar.
Woo! Now you're talking.
Do you have expectations of gifts on Father's Day?
Oh, yeah.
See, I don't.
Well, why would you? Tatum can't go to the store.
Yeah, but so can Mom can. Mom's got 2 feet that work perfectly fine.
Yeah, true.
Did Mom get gifts from Tatum this year?
Yeah. Flowers.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, in that case, I was going to say if for some reason Tatum wasn't able to get Mom gifts, there's no way that Dad should expect gifts from Tatum.
I don't expect any gifts because it's coming out of my pocket. Mom's a stay-at-home mom. I think that'd be weird to be like, buy me something. I could just buy it myself, though.
Well, it depends. I mean, sometimes it really depends on the parents. Sometimes they like to do that because it's a celebration, like, because that's the kids are the ones that usually get the cards and the gifts.
Yeah.
Usually.
Well, and for me, it's not necessarily gifts in terms of like go buy something gifts, but like Lily, when I was there just recently, she was like, Dad, I have to get you something for Father's Day. And I was like, well, what do you want to get me? And she's like, I don't know what I want to get you yet, but probably a card, and maybe I'll pick you some flowers. And I was like, that's all I need.
Perfect.
That's all I want.
Yeah. So tell her to get those flowers like maybe like the day before or a couple days before. Because I did the flowers that day. I went off, got the flowers to the usual. Like there's a place on Meridian, get like $15, $20 flowers. Like, people set up outside of in a parking lot. I swoop in there. First one is just a line that I don't even know where the line started or ended because everyone was in random spots because they're trying to socially distance. So I'm like, I feel like I'm going to piss off a large group of people no matter what I try and do because I have no idea where this line begins or ends. So I went to another one that was not as busy and swoop in. And this one usually dropped like $20 for flowers there. $45 for the flowers. They jacked them up $25.
They knew what was up.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
That's what you get for waiting, buddy.
Well,
you should have bought them after. They buy the flowers day after Mother's Day.
That would have worked.
Heck, you bought the card that way for your mom. I mean, why not?
Well, my mom's not punctual. My wife is. So
there's
a difference.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to drop an extra couple dollars, put a smile on the ladies' faces, right, boys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know when I started getting gifts from the kids. Like, there was always the cute gifts, but now, it's almost like it's a birthday or Christmas.
Yeah, for me, it's more about like, let me watch wrestling without interruption. Like, that would be the gift. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to watch the shows that I want to watch all day long.
Yeah, that's all I would expect. Like, let's have some food, and then with me, of course, I like playing board games, so that's usually what happens. But gifts have been involved for some reason, and I don't know when it started.
And now you expect them.
Well, I expect it because I know that's what they want to do. I myself don't, if they didn't get me gifts, I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. Because, I already...
Well, here's the opportunity for them this year. Don't get any gifts.
Yeah, if we can have some food and just whatever, just hang out. But I don't think Sarah could live with herself. I don't think a card would be enough for her.
Food, I agree with you. A good meal, too.
Yeah, like for me, takeout, like at one of my favorite places.
I agree with that. I want a good steak, maybe. Oh, no, Father's Day. We got to go steak.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we got to go steak. Maybe a pizza steak.
Poor Lily. She's like, geez, I was going to give you some flowers. Now I got to find you a steak.
Okay. She's not even 10.
That's true. Yeah. I'll cook my own steak.
Okay.
All right, then.
Someone said the Kit Kat key lime, amazingly delicious. Kind of tastes like the white chocolate Kit Kat.
Oh, I like those.
Ooh. Those are good.
Not really a fan of white chocolate that much, so I don't know. Don't know about this. And I'm a big fan of key lime pie, so, it's not going to be as good as key lime pie. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It's just not going to be as good as key lime pie, so I kind of don't want to try it. I like regular Kit Kats, so I'm going to go out to another dessert-like thing that I know it's not going to be as good as.
Well, it might have like that sweet flavor. I got like a key lime ice cream or something like that.
I don't like key lime. I really only like key lime pie, or Joey makes some key lime bars. Now, I will tell you, those are delicious. But, those are like, homemade confectionery kind of things.
Why doesn't Joey make us anything?
He doesn't. Because he's a failure.
He's not your son. Hello.
Yeah, but didn't we ask him to get us the Dion's Pizza mix and make us the Dion's Pizza?
Yeah.
Because they do offer like the ingredients. They just won't cook and sell it, mail it to us.
Right. What's his motivation? He's not your son.
Mac and cheese.
Happiness.
That too,
Happiness for you? Yeah, it's not enough for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Damn.
You got to have some blood. You got to be blood related, I think, for Joey to cook for you.
Yeah, it took us like how many years to get the mac and cheese, and he even said that it wasn't even his full.
Didn't he just make box mac and cheese at that point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, it was really, it was under duress. Is how I look at it.
That was for Dongsgiving.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. He did a dong-shaped mac and cheese.
Yeah, that was. I'm sure that was not really a labor of love. Sorry, guys. There you go. Listeners on the loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Oh, I like this one. Someone said, hey, what do you guys think is something that's not a cult, but totally feels like a cult? For instance, my husband, he's big into CrossFit, and I'm convinced that he's in some kind of weird cult.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the CrossFitters make you feel like it's a cult. Also, I think keto dieters can make you feel like they're in a cult.
I think anything where someone like wants to just push that agenda onto you sometimes feels a little like, okay, like that's cool that you're into it. That doesn't mean like someone who's vegan that doesn't want to stop talking about being vegan. But yeah. My wife goes to CrossFit and they had like a friends and family CrossFit thing. I went and that was a blast, man. Everyone's really supportive of it. I get why people like it.
Uh-oh.
I'm not calling it. Boy. Don't get me wrong.
By the way, I love how he talks about the two cults, which would be vegan and CrossFit, and his wife said both.
Oh, she's totally culted out. Like, I know. Yeah. It's totally like she's like exactly everything that people always are like, oh, what are you going to talk about, CrossFit or being vegan? But she doesn't talk about either of them. You have to pull it out of her.
Well, what does she talk about?
I'll probably tell you how great I am. Clearly.
Oh well, that's a cult. That's definitely a cult.
Man.
Yeah.
You know what's a big cult is the Traeger grill owners. Anyone you talk to who owns a Traeger, and we're all in it.
Yeah.
So you talk to people and they're just like, man, and you just talk about meat. It's great.
Yeah, it is a cult because you guys go, there's nothing better. Traeger or nothing
better.
You know, it's now going to change because they're going to have a protein. But I always felt like being a hockey fan. Because that was something like you just wanted everyone to love the sport that you love. Even like shout out to the donkeys. I know a couple of them are listening right now. Donkey apes, as we're calling ourselves right now.
Donkey apes?
Yeah. It's a stock thing because we're all obsessed with the AMC stock stuff. So that's a term that they call them. So we've now deemed ourselves donkey apes. So we're bringing two cults together.
What doesn't feel like a cult? The stock market.
Yes.
Or what does feel like one?
Hockey players that are into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done a lot of seminars over the years, and surely some of those were cult-like. That's for sure.
Somebody said, "What about being a Star Wars fan?" I think they're a Star Wars fan. That's why they're asking.
Yeah, certain nerddoms, absolutely, and Star Wars is the biggest one because if you even mess with it just a little bit, everybody loses their minds collectively.
Yeah, that's interesting. Cults usually want you in on it, though. They're very inclusive and almost seem like they're in a trance. Whereas, like certain fans of geeky stuff are miserable. It's like you wouldn't want. They're giving you a reason not to join the cult because they're not even trying to get you in there. Like but it's wonderful, it's great, you'll love it. They're just screaming and yelling and being mean. But I guess what do you call that? An anti-cult? What would you call that?
Gatekeeping.
Yeah.
There we go. That's exactly what you call it, yeah.
One texter said, how about Taylor Swift fans, the Swifties? I swear it's a cult.
Yes.
Well, we can't speak of that, right, Danny?
No, we can't. Sorry, we can't talk about her.
Yeah. Oh, is it like Fight Club? It's like a Swift Club?
Kind of feels that way sometimes.
Yeah.
I just don't want to talk about it because people look at me like I'm crazy and I'm like, what are you jamming out to? I'm like, well, 1989 by Taylor Swift. That's one of my favorite records.
Yeah. I feel like my board game community at times, I feel like that could be a cult.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a Jeep owners. Yeah. You get the wave going. It's weird when you don't have a Wrangler and you still feel like you do, and you see a Wrangler on the road and you give them the wave and they just look at you like you're an idiot.
We don't know that pain.
Well, it's tough. It's tough.
It sounds like it is.
What definitely feels like a cult, though, is specifically in the multi-level marketing schemes, the makeup ones. Like, I've had like women invite me, like, we're going to go give you a complimentary facial, and then we get there, right? We get there, and it's like an hour of them trying
Danny
to.
and I want to get in on that invite.
Yes, exactly. But then we had to give it to ourselves. It was BS.
All right, hard pass then. Take us off the email list.
Exactly. Like, we get there, it's an hour of them explaining how we could be making a crap ton of money like they do, and they, look down upon it. It's like, what do you make? How much money do you make? I'm like, why are you asking me these questions? I just wanted a facial. Like, it gets really weird. They're very intimidating.
Yeah. And Vicky, you've really described a lot of MLM stuff, the multi-level marketing. Oh, and that went hand in hand with some of the seminars that I was part of. Yeah, Cult Central. Yeah. Oh,
someone said bikini beach body stuff.
Oh, gosh,
yeah. Some people get really obsessed about that.
Yeah. Well, I guess but look at us all. We just want to be in a cult, or is it just extreme tribalism? We just want to belong to something.
Maybe we just want to be excited about something. I don't think it's necessary. I mean, we're joking calling them cults, but for a lot of these things, it's just things that you're passionate about, and maybe the people that you're talking to about it aren't as passionate about it.
There's that fine line, and I know this myself, between passion and fundamentalism, and I think that's the difference. When you go fundamentalist on anything you're into, where it's the only thing, there's nothing else that can make you happier than this, or whatever, then it's like, oh, okay, I'm not just a passionate person, I'm a fundamentalist, I am a cultist.
Or you just don't understand it. Like, I want to know cryptocurrency so bad, and I just don't understand any of it. Like, they try to talk to me. That's a cult. Dude,
yeah, if you look at my search history, it's like cryptocurrency for dummies, and I still watch these things. I'm like, I still don't understand what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah. You pick the topic, you guide the show. It is Listeners on the Loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? More of your calls and texts at 933 on The Rock.
Oh, and Vicky, check the text line. Lots of people are inviting you to facial parties.
Oh, geez.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Got text for the Rev. Says, Rev, this is all about cruise ships and yachts, because we were talking about that earlier, about how we were deciding on whether or not we wanted a yacht or an RV, because we can afford both. But it says, don't listen to them about cruise ships. I believe my wife and family saying that I would not be able to feel the boat moving. And guess what? They were wrong. Every time we were on the boat, I was seasick. You'll feel that boat rocking no matter where you are.
And see, that's the issue I have. Like, if I didn't get literally physically ill, if I'm not driving a car, like if I'm sitting in the passenger seat, I will get nauseous.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Like, I get motion sick if anyone else is driving.
So why would I want want to be stuck on a thing floating around at sea and just be sick the entire time.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
See, people are cultists about that. They want you to go on the cruise ships.
No, everybody wants me to. It's really kind of weird.
Maybe people just want you to get sick, I think is really what it was.
It could be.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a nice thing, though, when you really think about it. To say they had so much fun on a cruise ship that they want you to experience that fun. Not knowing that it won't work for you, obviously, but I think in the end of the day, all they want to do is bring you the same joy that they had.
Well, that's a nice way to look at it. That's a good spin.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they're trolling Rev like, I know Rev's going to get sick. Go on a cruise ship so you can be sick the whole time.
It is frustrating, though, when somebody tells you you've got to do this, you've got to do this. Like somebody's watched a movie or somebody's done something or they've gone somewhere. And it's just like, okay, I get it, but stop telling me what to do rather than just going, hey, I had so much fun.
I do what I want.
Yeah. I mean, really, it's just, I mean, like small talk conversations, it tires me out when it's like, you got to do it. When are you going to do it? You got to, and I'm like, oh, shut up.
And I'm the kind of person, I'm a stubborn individual who will just kind of dig in. It's like, well, if you're telling me I've got to do this, well, I'm not going to now.
Yeah, I'm never going to watch Titanic for that reason.
Oh, you got to watch it, Steve.
I know, it's the greatest movie ever.
It really is.
Yeah. Well, I would be disappointed if you watched it.
Aww. Well, now it feels weird reading this text because someone said you guys have to watch Long Shot on Netflix. It's about 40 minutes long, and it's a show about a guy having to prove that he didn't murder someone. It reminded me of that Bryan Cranston conversation. It's crazy.
It's only 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that much commitment.
It's not as bad as some shows.
Yeah, I'll let you guys do that, and you can tell me what you think.
Oh, I just watched it. You got to watch it, BJ.
Wow, that was a quick 40 minutes.
Fast, man.
Yeah. You're right. That's.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
We all remember that one professor, the one everyone on campus had to take no matter what subject they taught because how much fun their class was. What if we told you there was a streaming service that had all those professors? One Day University has every must-have professor from the best colleges all across the country. One Day University, the most fun talks from the most fun professors. Available live and on demand. No homework, just the most fun you'll have while learning. Get a special offer at ondayu.com/odyssey.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You find yourselves trying to get your Craig Mack on and put some brand new flavor in your ear? Well, funny you should mention that because we have a brand new show that you should check out. It is called Pod Sauce. It is your podcast discovery show.
Everyone's always looking for a podcast recommendation. We got lots of them for you, from true crime to pop culture. And you can join us each week as we dish on all of our favorite podcasts out there. So make sure you download the Odyssey app and search Pod Sauce, or head on over to podsauce.com.
We got you covered, guys.
So that is funny. I mean, look, recommendations are fine as long as people, I know what they mean is, hey, I watched this show, you may like it. Mm-hmm. But boy, there are some people that are just way over the top, and I might have been that guy myself in life. So I'm really trying not to be that guy and just, say, hey, there's a show. I mean, I'm happy there's a show. I recommend it to Rev that he loves. But I know Rev has his schedule. It's like, I will get to that show, but I must do this show first, and then I'll get to that show. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, all right. Well, when he got to it, he finally liked it.
Oh, this is interesting, though. This one actually looks fun because the Long Shot is about the guy who was arrested for the murder he didn't commit. And then Curb Your Enthusiasm contains raw footage that was instrumental in proving his innocence.
I remember that story.
Yeah. And it's only I'm going to watch this. This sounds really interesting.
That was like the baseball scene?
Yeah.
I've seen that one, actually. Now that you said it that way, I was like, oh, yeah, we did watch that one.
Wait, you've seen the documentary we were just talking about, and it wasn't until right now that you realized that.
Yeah.
You're about as bad as I am.
I don't remember names of anything.
Yeah, but we gave the premise. I'll give you a pass on the name.
Yeah.
Wow. So because of the fact that Larry David did some footage that he did for the show at a baseball stadium, and this dude was at that stadium, they were able to prove that when the date happened, when that footage was done, that's where he was, therefore he couldn't have killed the guy.
Yeah, I was looking at the cast list and I was like, why is Larry David in this? And then, he's in it, I guess, explaining stuff maybe. I don't know, but...
That guy has to be a Curb Your Enthusiasm fan for life.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you.
Going to prison.
There's some heartbreaking stories. There are some heartbreaking stories, where DNA evidence has actually cleared people that have been given the death penalty, like they were executed. And now that we have DNA, the ability to do DNA, they've gone back and they were like, yeah, this person's DNA was nowhere. It was nowhere to be found, so they couldn't have done this. And it's just like, oh man, stuff like this with technology. I mean, if this were 50 years ago, that guy would not have had a shot. They wouldn't have been able. They wouldn't have had high definition enough pictures to even see that it was him.
Damn,
dude, that's nuts.
Oh, one texter says, speaking of getting in trouble for things you didn't do, but a bank robber hit his bicycle in my pickup truck while I was at work, and I was a suspect of armed robbery.
He hit like HIT, his bicycle?
HID, hit it.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, dude. Wow.
That's one of those things where I swear I'm telling you the truth, but of course, you're telling that to somebody and they're going to look at you with a raised eyebrow. Right. Likely story that this guy just randomly picked your pickup truck to hide his bicycle.
Yeah. Oh, damn, dude. Wow. 206-421-ROCK, Texas at 77999. Listeners on the loose.
Oh, this is a tough question, but I have to ask it. Yeah. They wanted to know if a toy company made an action figure of you guys, what 2 accessories would it have to come with?
Nice.
Vicky.
That's easy.
I mean,
that's
not an adult toy.
Yeah, that's the problem. Well,
toy company.
I'm just picturing being an action figure. How cool would that be?
Yeah, and what do you think her accessories would be? Would be adult toys in this toy.
Kung Fu Grip. Definitely Kung Fu. I feel like Kung Fu Grip has to come with it.
And a gigantic purse. For Vicky.
Oh, for Vicky.
I want mine to have one of those little speakers or have a little voice thing.
Like when you pull the string and it says stuff?
Or you push a button.
When you pull the string. When was the last time string technology's been used?
Woody from Toy Story.
What the hell?
Woody from Toy Story.
Okay, Vicky, but that's an old toy. I mean, we haven't had string toys
Thanks
forever.
for looking out for me.
I tried, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Attempts were made.
I'm going to go get Botox and pretend I'm not getting old.
Wow.
When you pull the string.
Hey, kids, when you pull the string, it makes a little noise. You see what I'm saying?
I remember my uncle had a G.I. Joe. My uncle had a G.I. Joe where you pulled the string.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing that Barbie never did. Sorry.
She's not supposed to pull G.I. Joe's string. She has Ken, okay? They had a relationship.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, I'm thinking I want nunchucks and a bazooka.
Oh, wow.
How is that you?
Yeah.
I mean, it should come with wrestling stuff, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking like a championship belt
and
a
steel chair.
And a steel chair.
Steel chair solid. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, see, I was thinking like a little dog.
Nunchucks and a bazooka.
Little Lulu.
Little dog. I don't feel like that's an accessory. That's another human or living being.
Yeah, that's an add-on. You have to pay, buy that one separately.
But that's still it's a toy, though. That of course should come with your dog, right? No?
Well, sure.
Right, fine.
I don't know what's so bad about having nunchucks and a bazooka, though, guys.
I mean, it's badass, but...
Well, I mean, if that's the case, I'll just pick what I want rather than pick what might what people know me for. In that case, I'm going to, probably come with happy people around me. That's my accessory. People that are smiling like they're happy to be with me. How's that for an accessory?
So you can make them all miserable?
Well, all right.
The faces change to frowny faces.
That would be cool, yeah, if you could do that, yeah.
Engage yell mode.
Yeah.
All right, so what accessories, though, if we're trying to keep it true to ourselves?
Well, I mean, I think we could pick each other's accessories. We know each other so well.
BJ's.
Snowman.
Definitely a snowman.
Oh, okay.
And a cousin in a prom dress.
Okay, that's great. You know what? Apparently we've changed the living being accessory rule just like that.
Fine, a sonic screwdriver and a lightsaber.
Actually, those are cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that.
I would imagine maybe a microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, geez, it's my career, but at least Rev knows. Steve's got a sonic screwdriver and a lightsaber because you have nothing else in your life.
I thought that was a nice nod to what you're
did
into.
Too.
Here I am, showing I give a crap, but fine. Next time I'm just going to get you a plug for the rectal area.
Whoa, Mom, Dad, please stop fighting.
Okay, well, all right then. Okay, kids. Again, I guess the rule of Vicky not being able to have adult toys, now that's been gone too. We're breaking a lot of rules as we move through this.
I feel Danny would absolutely have to have a skateboard.
Yep.
Yeah.
and then maybe a piece of pizza or like a whole pizza.
See, that's what I thought, like a box of pizza, maybe. Like
there you go. Yeah.
Pizza. I'm delivering
it's
pizza
gotta be-
on my skateboard, boy.
I was going to say pizza and a pumpkin. I mean, because you love Halloween so
Pumpkin's
well.
good too, yeah.
Or maybe
I'd be
he's
wearing a
dressed
pumpkin
in
shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I think you need a bottle of whiskey, man. Really.
See, I was thinking pizza and like some kind of craft beer.
Ooh.
All of us agree pizza's got to be in your hand.
Yeah, that's the thing. But he's got to be dressed in Halloween, some sort of Halloween theme. So that's a key.
Agreed with all of this.
Yeah.
The Rev, obviously a glove of Venus.
An infinity gauntlet of Thanos.
That too.
The glove of Thanos.
And a removable beard.
I'm thinking a leash for his cat.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's a good one.
I was going to say a top hat with goggles on it.
Oh,
yeah, definitely.
I like the top
Steampunk
hat.
wear. He's got to be in
monocle.
steampunk.
Yes.
Even though he doesn't wear steampunk around the station, I think if we're going to make a figure of him, that's what
Yeah,
he
that's
probably
too much
wanted.
work.
Yeah, he
But I do
probably
it at home.
wanted. Yeah.
What about for Joe? I think a deck of cards.
Yeah.
Oh, I know exactly for Joe.
Oh, he wants a basketball, he's saying. I don't think we're going to give it to you, though.
No, I know exactly what I'm going to have him for his figure because of his stupid idea. He's going to be riding a turtle with a cowboy hat. Because that's his stupid idea.
There it is.
That's a very, very good point.
Ride the turtle.
Yeah, that's what he's getting. Yeah. T-shirt made on that.
Very soon, Ride the Turtle t-shirts are coming.
Oh,
stay there.
Coming.
All right, what about your daughter?
Sarah? Oh, it's got to be box wine.
Box of wine. Yeah, totally.
Definitely box wine and like a switchblade.
Whoa.
Wait. A box wine and a switchblade for Sarah?
Yeah, she gets ratchet.
Wait.
Somebody.
Wait, why? So for Sarah's action figure, you're going to give her box wine, which we all agree would be a good, a switchblade knife?
No.
I love that.
No, I don't love that.
I love that. I will cut you.
Yeah, me and Sarah are going to fight crime. My bazooka and her switchblade.
Guys, it needs to be box wine and a stripper pole.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
See, I was going to say, I feel like she'd be one of those dolls that you can take the head off. So one would be normal Sarah, and the other one would be like mascara running down her
Hot
face.
mess Sarah.
Hot mess Sarah. So you could switch them off depending on the time of day.
My outfit's all ripped up. I'm holding my high heels. It's like the walk of shame, Sarah.
Black eye.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's got to have a black eye.
Only one shoe on.
Yeah. I like the switchblade, though. That's good.
Yeah, that's really great.
Yeah, don't give Sarah a switchblade ever.
All right, well, that was a delightful topic. Thank you, Texter. Hey, we've got a big question that has to be answered. What do Ryan Castle and Ben Affleck have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and Ben Affleck have in common?
You nerds won't like me as Batman.
I will. Oh. Take that personally.
Well, it was directed at you, so.
Yeah.
Oh, someone said that they both have bat nipples.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That was the George Clooney Batman, right? Obviously the best Batman ever, and I think we can all agree on that.
We're not agreeing on that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
Clooney, Affleck, Val Kilmer.
How can I?
And then
work
Beetlejuice.
With,
Yes.
Yeah. How can I work with such savages? I just can't. So how about this? It is starting to look like Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are back together again.
Jennifer's back.
Hollywood is amazing to me. How they just were able to bounce around with each other. They just spent a week at a resort in Montana, and a source says, "quote They were alone, just the two of them." TMZ says they were acting very much like a couple, and when they returned to L.A., they went straight to Jennifer's house.
Yeah, to the Bat Cave.
They were alone, just the two of them, except for the creeper from TMZ.
Yeah, well, that's romance right there. Yeah, they were engaged back in the day, but split 17 years ago, and well, they look like they're hanging out again ever since J-Lo split up with A-Rod.
That was fast.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
from A-Rod to B-Rod.
Ryan Castle, he's got a 12-pack. That's next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
One day that audio will be found, and it'll be like the holy grail of audio.
Yep.
If you give Joe $50, he'll create the audio. That's the spirit.
He'll come over and be like, hey, Dad, can you just say this into my phone?
Yeah.
Just say prom was fun. And then later on, I'll be like, hey, can you talk about that time you were hanging out with your cousin?
Prom was fun with my cousin.
I'll pitch in $50 for this audio, Joe.
Yeah.
That's $100.
Tell you what, if you pay me $100, I will just create the audio for you.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.